Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host Ted here on Ted's Booze Cellar, the premier alcohol review show here on YouTube. It is currently 4:25 on the 30th of January 2021. I hope I find you all in a good state of affairs, and if I'm not, then I hope things improve for you very promptly. Now, we're going to be taking a look today at a drink from Smirnoff, who are a company we've looked at a few times in the past, except today we're going to be taking a look at one of their more alternative products. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Smirnoff Orange and Grapefruit Seltzer, which is a vodka drink mixed with sparkling water and the juices of orange and grapefruit. So I immediately like the sound of that concept because that sounds light and refreshing and flavoursome, but in a very simple but nice sort of way. So yeah, I like the idea of that. I mean, I've been wanting to review more sort of a wider variety of drinks recently because I noticed a lot of the episodes I've done have recently been centred around like beers and ciders. Now, there's obviously nothing inherently wrong with that, but I just thought I might try and diversify things up a little bit more. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to this. I've got to say, the design of the can is, it doesn't leave much to the imagination. You just get the idea that this is a grapefruit and orange themed drink, and there's nothing really much to say about the can and the design of the artwork on it because it's very simple. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10, but it does look pleasant. The colours are nice and simple, the font is very nice and simple, but yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I think a 6 out of 10 is fine. This is £1.90 from Waitrose, by the way, and it is 4.7% alcohol volume, so that's something worth considering. Only 72 calories per can, apparently, but we shall see how much that influences this. So let's give it a sniff and see what our first impressions are like. Okay, so it smells really strongly of grapefruit, and that's kind of giving me the impression that the grapefruit flavour in there might be a bit overpowering, which isn't necessarily a good thing. Granted, if you're more into the flavour of grapefruit and the sharper side of the citrus spectrum than the sweeter kind of citrus you'd find in an orange, then that obviously won't be a problem. But like, it's to such an extent that it kind of makes me feel like I'm in an old people's home, because like the smell of grapefruit is so prevalent. But it's not a bad smell. It's just quite overpowering. So again, I'll give that a 6 out of 10. Nothing particularly offensive about that. But anyway, we'll see what it is after we taste it. So bottoms up. Okay, weirdly, it's a stark contrast because the flavour is much more, the smell, is much more overpowered by the grapefruit. The smell of the grapefruit, that bitter sort of citrusiness, whereas the taste, well, the taste is quite plain. It's definitely predominantly dominated by the sweet citrus flavour of orange. So that's quite odd, actually. I don't know how they manage that, but yeah, it's fine, but it's just, this isn't particularly noteworthy. It's just kind of like vaguely fizzy, minutely bitter from the grapefruit, and then it's got this significant strand of orangey flavour in there, which is nice, but there's nothing really much else about it. There's a tiny, like, minuscule boozy tang at the end as well, but again, I just feel like they haven't really put much, if any, vodka in this. So this does feel like one of those things where if you're going to have it, you'd probably best drinking a few sips of it and then adding in some more Smirnoff vodka yourself. So I don't know. It's a funny one because it is a pleasant drinking experience. The texture is, I've got no complaints about the texture, and the flavour isn't particularly offensive in any way. But it's just so plain and so like there that I don't know. I haven't really got much to complain about it other than how unremarkable it is, because yeah, that's really all I've got. Like, the orange flavour is the main predominant flavour in when you're tasting it, but even then it's quite mild and quite understated. So I'll have to give this it's like a 5 out of 10. It's run-of-the-mill, there's nothing particularly offensive about it, and it is a pleasant enough drinking experience. It's just that there are better pre-mixed drink cans out there that you can have, including vodka ones, and even then, you're probably better off just getting a bottle of Smirnoff vodka a couple of cartons of grapefruit juice and orange juice, and a bottle of sparkling water, like a bottle of Perrier or something, and then mixing that together in like a jug and having a nice party around that. So that's probably what I'd recommend with this. This isn't really worth £1.90. If it was £1.50, that would be fair enough, but I mean, I suppose it could be worse. It could definitely be a lot worse, and like I said, the drinking experience of this overall is pleasant enough, but it's just not particularly remarkable in any way. The flavours are quite understated, even though they're distinguishable, and yeah, it's just kind of meh, bang average, really. Not particularly bad, not particularly great, just kind of run-of-the-mill, middle of the road. So yeah, 5 out of 10. Probably wouldn't recommend wholesale, but if you're interested in this sort of thing and you do like citrusy flavours, you might actually quite enjoy it. So yeah, I mean, give it a shot, but I don't know, 5 out of 10, yeah. But anyway, if you guys did like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, leave them in the comments section down below. And if you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to all that sort of thing in my video description down below. But until next time, have fun, stay safe with whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits. I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye bye for now.